Hey guys, welcome to the final and third quarantine workout. Now, today is going to be a little different, as all the other ones are. So what you're going to need for today is a little stool or bench or chair, a towel, make sure it's sturdy enough, and of course, well, I'm going to use a different bag today. I'm going to use a grocery bag. Filled up with, of course, a bunch of beans and corn, because it's just the heaviest thing to use. So, let's get right into it. Hope you guys are warmed up. Okay, so let's get started. Today the warm-up is going to be punches and kicks. I realize that not all of you are martial artists and are kung fu masters, so we're just gonna go with the basics today. It's just gonna be some straight kicks and some punching for around 30 seconds. We're gonna do this for a total of 3 minutes. There's gonna be very little rest in between, and just follow along, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with one leg. We're gonna do 30 seconds of kicks. Then we're gonna go to the other 30 seconds with this leg. So it's gonna be a minute for kicks. We're gonna do 3 rounds, all right? So let's start our first kick. Our first kick is just gonna be a straight kick. So this is not technically a fighting move, but it's gonna help stretch out the hamstring and it's gonna help you lift your leg up. That's as much as it's gonna do. So, ready? Let's start with our right leg. Put 30 seconds on the clock with the first leg. Ready? And go. 1, 2. Doesn't matter how high you get it. It also doesn't matter how many you do, as long as you're just keeping a good rhythm, getting a good kick in. In those 30 seconds, you switch legs. You're gonna feel it back here. You can go faster if you want, you can go slower.
Switch.
Let's do the other leg. Switch. I have my trusty cameraman to tell me how long it is. Well, at least you guys will get the time as well. Just a nice little stretch. Don't use this in the fight. Get that stance. Doesn't matter how high you get it.
Okay.
All right, break time. So, there is no break, it's just a warm up. So I'm gonna show you the next kicks, all right? So this next kick, you can use in a fight. It's a roundhouse kick. So how it's gonna look from the front is like this, okay? From the side, you're going to twist, kick, and down. I'll show you from this angle here. You're twisting, kicking, and down. There's 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So let's go for another 30 seconds. Ready?
Yep.
And go. Keep in mind, you're always trying to keep your hand here and the foot on the ground twists. You don't want to keep your foot straight or else you're going to twist your knee. Doesn't matter how low or how high you kick. The important thing is you're doing it the best that you can. You can unleash your inner ninja.
Next.
Switch legs. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to go super fast, trying to show you the technique. And you're always kicking with this. I don't want no toes pointing out like that.
Done.
All right, good job. Next thing, enough of the legs. We're gonna warm up our arms, all right? Classic 1-2 jab cross, okay? So we're gonna start soon. Basically, we're gonna do one side jab cross. Then the other 30 seconds, we're gonna switch jab cross. Okay? So the jab is the front arm. Let's say your strong leg is back. Front arm would be your left. You're just gonna jab. Jab, and you're gonna follow up with a cross. Keep in mind, when I'm crossing, I'm protecting with this arm here. And when I'm jabbing, I'm protecting with this arm here. All right? Ready? And let's go. Doesn't matter how many you're doing. As long as you're getting that technique down. Now I'm also moving forward, but it's like if you're attacking an opponent.
Other side.
Switch. So now your left leg goes back, right hand in the front. Ready? Jab, cross. Jab, cross. Keep it up.
Minute.
All right. Good job, guys. Keep practicing these before you get too cocky and get into fights. But it's a good basic start. So now you should feel warmed up, your cardio settled in. Now let's move on to our next exercise. All right, guys. So the next exercise, we're gonna use our grocery bag. Okay? We're gonna get right into the hard stuff. We're gonna go work our shoulders now. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10 reps. Military press, one side at a time, 10 times, and then 10 times, no break, because while you're doing this one, this arm is resting, all right? So let's get right into it. Get a strong grip on the bag, hold it with one arm like this, strong stance, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go all the way down. 8, 9, and 10. Switch. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Good job. We're gonna switch right away. Guys, keep in mind you don't need a lot of weight for this. I put around maybe 12 cans in here, which is enough for now. But if it's too easy, just add more. If it's too light, put loaves of bread in it. No, if it's too heavy, put loaves of bread in it. Those are lighter than cans. At least the ones I buy. Let's go, 3 more, guys. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switch arms. Keep in mind, if I'm struggling, I'm not doing this with my back. I'm compensating by shifting to the side and working my abs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go, guys. 9. One more. 10. Good. One more set. Your shoulders should be burning a little bit. If they don't, Add more beans to the bag. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. This arm's done, next one. There's no break, guys. Not for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to make sure to get a solid bag also. You don't want to ruin your floor if everything falls down. 2 more. And 10. That feels good. Feels like my arms are working really hard. Get a sip of water, guys, don't forget. So, the first part's gonna be really arm focused, but we're gonna get some good leg work in here too. And, forgot what I was gonna say. All right. Next exercise, we're going to use our towel. All right, guys, so you're gonna need a wall for this one, just to lean back on. You don't need to do anything crazy with it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our towels and we're going to pick a leg, wrap it around the leg, and you're gonna be doing bicep curls because, I mean, you could use the bag also, but I thought this was more creative. So you're gonna use the weight of your leg. So what you're gonna do is just gonna curl it up. You're gonna use your biceps to do that. And to add weight, you can just, well, push down with your leg. So you're gonna be doing 3 sets of 10 for this as well. Very simple rep scheme. One more. 10. Good. Now, for those of you who that might be a little too easy, wrap it around. Take it with one arm. Okay? I'll do that for the other 2 sets to show you. The only thing is, if you do it with one arm, you have to do the other arm right away. All right? So I'm gonna be doing one more set with both arms. The last set I'll do with one single arm. All right? And if you guys were noticing what these pictures were, there's some all over the garage. It's just old school motivation. Can't get enough. All right, now let's do a second set. Doesn't matter which leg you pick, they should weigh the same. As long as you feel comfortable. All right, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A longer towel would be better. 6. I only have this short one. 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Good. When you do movements like this, you want to feel the muscle contracting, and you want to let down slowly. You don't want to just go through the motions and bend your elbows. That's not going to do anything. You have to focus. Arnold was right. Mind-muscle connection. All right, so let's do the last set. And I'll do it with single arm this time. Just like this. Grab the towel together and lift. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. If you're doing it single arm, switch right away to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. You guys can get a nice forearm pump with this as well because you have to hold the towel. Good job, guys. We worked our biceps. Now we have to work our triceps. You can't do one without the other, right? So now we're going to use our trusty bench. Make sure it's sturdy. Don't get something too loose. I hope mine will withstand my weight. So what you're going to do is just place the bench down. You're not going to sit on it, don't worry. You're going to come like this. So you're going to go like this. If it's too easy, you can adjust your footing. The important thing is that you're solid and that your bench doesn't let go. So what you're going to do is just go down and up. Alright, so we're going to do 3 sets of 10 together. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Alright, so my bench was good. It's very important to know that when you're doing it, your elbows aren't flaring out and your shoulders aren't doing this too much, right? You want to kind of keep a straight back, elbows together, and you're just pushing. You should feel it right there. Good stuff, good stuff. Now, I'm not going to give you too much break, but go get some water. Remember, little sips, don't drink too much. Alright guys, so let's do our second set right away. Place your arms, place your feet, body straight, down and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. All right. Yeah, I feel it in my triceps. I worked out this morning as well. It's good. So it looks kind of like reverse push-ups. It's working similar muscles, although you're not doing front dips. It's really targeting the triceps over here. Let's do our last set. Ready? And go. Down. 1, 2. If you can go down slower and explode faster, that's even better. The important thing is to be controlled and to feel the burn throughout the whole movement. 7, 3 more, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Alright, so now for the next movement, you're going to need your towel. Now you're going to need your towel. This is going to be sort of arm finisher for us, okay? So, let's get off our bench, stand up. And what we're going to do, if you guys remember the very first quarantine workout where we were doing Turkish get-ups with a tennis ball, we're going to do the same thing, just a little different. Because now, we have to hold both our hands on the towel and we have to get up without our hands. The only difference is our hands have to stay up here the whole time. So your shoulders are going to end up burning your triceps a bit too, and you'll get a nice leg warm up out of it. Alright? Alright guys, so let's get started. This is what it's going to look like. This is not the first rep. Okay? We're only doing 2 sets, by the way. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to hold it up. You're You're gonna go down and up. If you can't, do what I just did, which is, well, this part. You can find ways to go on the side and then lunge up. The important thing is that you're not using your hands and you're just getting up. You'll get the flexibility part soon. All right? Now, let's get to it. Let's do 10 reps. Towels up high. And go. Down. 1. 2. 3. It's a good ab exercise as well. Trying to balance yourself. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. And 10. All right, so I feel my shoulders, bit of my abs, and legs. I don't know why I pointed to my foot. Legs. So yeah. Is this harder than the regular Turkish get up? Maybe if I had weight. I think it would be harder with weight, especially if I didn't have the flexibility to just go up in one shot. This might be harder. But we're able to because now we're in the third quarantine workout. So I'm going to guys do the easier one first. Okay. Get your towels ready again. Keep it high. And go down. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 3 more. 8. 9. And 10. All right, good job guys. Now, let's get to the core and lower part of the body. We're gonna start with our back, butt, and hamstrings, okay? So, let's ditch the towel. And let's go back to our trusty grocery bag. So, you're gonna have to hold it a little higher for this one, but that's okay. You'll work your fingers and your forearms. So what we're gonna do is some stiff-legged deadlifts. So usually when you pick something off the ground, you bend your legs, your back is straight, and you lift it up. It's called the deadlift. Now, you're not gonna bend your legs. You're going to bring your hips back, like this, and you're just gonna lift it up like that, okay? Don't do this to pick stuff up. This is an exercise. It's not a real world thing. You're gonna hurt your backs. But at least if you do this, you're gonna strengthen your back. So if you forget to bend your legs one day, it might save you. So the weight's in front of us. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10, all right? Let's roll it up. Start here, and go. 1, now. 2. You should feel the stretch behind your knees and your hamstrings. You should feel your back. 4. Also, your shoulders should be back. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. If this isn't heavy enough, guys, fill it up, like I said, but you shouldn't have too much pain in the lower back. It's important to shift your hips back. You don't want to just keep them there and fall forward. All right, let's do our second set. I'm only rolling it up so it doesn't touch the ground before I finish stretching my movement. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. I feel a little bit over here, get my hamstrings and my butt, and glutes. Alright guys, one more set. Keep in mind, if this is too easy, you can always do it one-legged by crossing over, but I'm not going to do that today because this will be plenty fine for most people. Alright, let's do our last set. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, and 10. All right. We have 2 exercises left, guys. Don't give up. Now, let's work all the hardest muscles in our legs, our butt, our quads, our calves, everything. The balancing muscles, everything. So what you're gonna need is, well, do you have a counter at your house or something you can hang on to that's not too high or too low. So I'm gonna use the ring for now. Be a good demonstration. This is about a good height. It's a decent height. So, okay, so what we're gonna do is a pistol squat. So if any of you guys ever heard of that, don't be scared, you can hang on to something, okay? A pistol squat is a squat with one leg. We're only gonna do our body weight, we're not gonna add any weight to ourselves. So we're gonna hang on to this because not everyone has balance, okay? So I'm gonna be doing the first set with you guys on the ring, just so I can show you the balancing part. And then for those of you who are a little more advanced, I'm gonna do them without holding anything for the next 2 sets. So we're gonna be doing 3 sets of 5 reps. 5 because it's a lot harder to do, and if you try to do 10 reps, you probably just won't be able to. So let's get started. So we're gonna do 5 reps with one leg, 5 reps with the other leg, and then go right right away with the other 5 reps, okay? So when you do a pistol squat, you want to go all the way down and all the way up. Just as if you're gonna do it with 2 legs, except with 1. And now for an extra little spice or challenge, just try to not touch your other foot to the ground. Try to work actually your balancing muscles in your feet, and be barefoot also, if it helps. All right, so let's get started. And go. 1. Now I'm not pulling too much with this. I want to keep most of the work for my legs. 3. 4. 5. Other leg. Other leg. 1. 2. Now I put my other leg in front to keep balance. 3. 4. 1 more. 5. All right, good. Now, told you it would be a little hard. I prefer this to actually weighted squats because it doesn't load anything on your spine, and it's a little safer. It also works a lot of more different things, but to each their own. I prefer this. All right, let's get right away into our other leg. All right, so now I'm gonna do it without holding for you more advanced people out there. All right, work your way up to it. Ready? And go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 1 more. And 5. Switch. Go. 1. 2. 3. 4. Get your balance. And 5. See the legs working a bit. But we're not done. We have 1 more set. You guys can do it, alright? Don't give up. You guys can rest after this. Right away into our first leg. Last set, 5 reps. 1. 2. 3. 4. 1 more. 5. Switch. Last one. 1. 2. 3. 4. Well balanced. I'm sorry. 1 more. And 5. Good job, guys. Now, this is a good alternative to work your legs when you have no equipment. In my opinion, it's the better alternative anyways. Last exercise right now, we're gonna be doing a whole core variation that I invented or thought of. I don't know if it already exists. We're gonna call them the fish turnovers or the rollie sharks or whatever you want to call them. Point is you're rolling on the ground like a little kid. But it works your abs. Now, it's in a specific way. So I'm going to show you how it works. And we're going to do 2 sets of 5. Okay? Now, what you do is whatever part that's on the ground has to be flat. So if your back's like this, not good, flat on the ground from here to there. Okay? And then also, you're going to stay like this This is the first position. Then you turn to your side. Notice, flat, above the ground, above the ground. Second position. Third, you're into Superman. And fourth, backwards fish. And then back here. So that was 5, okay? So, that wasn't the first set, I was just showing you guys. Now we're actually gonna start, all right? All right, let's go. We're only doing this twice, but it works all around. You guys can do it more times if you want. Ready? And go. 1, 2. Around 2 seconds each position. 1, 2. Flop. 1 and 2. Switch. 3. 1 and 2. And go. 1 and 2. You can rest now. Alright? Now we're gonna go to the other side for our second set. We don't need to do too much rest. This is fine. Just 5-10 seconds. Alright? Ready? Fish mode. And go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Last one. 1 and 2. All right. Good job, everyone. So that exercise is going to help you for control in all sorts of different variations. And now it's stretching time. So we're going to do a bunch of little different stretches. First one, we're going to go on one knee. All right. And what we're going to do is try to stretch our hip flexor. So we're going to bring our hips in the front. We're going to stay straight and lean. So this should be stretching right here. All right. Second stretch. Hand down. Elbow goes right to the heel of this arm, like this. Now I'm going to show you from this angle. It's a little bit weird. So you were like this before. Hand down. Elbow down. If you can, try to get both elbows down. If not, just try to reach. Okay? This is great for opening the hips. Alright, after that, stay in the same position, leg forward, like this, toes up, lean this hip that has the leg back, and then try to touch the ground. If you can't touch the ground, just stay like this. The point is it's stretching under your hamstring. It's a very good stretch. This is one I find that stretches the most. If you can't touch the ground, you can put some blocks, put your hands on them. Alright, same thing other side. So now we did this leg goes forward. And stretch. Right here. This is good, because if you're sitting all day, this gets tight. Think about it, right? If you're like this all day, this muscle's getting tight. If you want to stretch it, you gotta do the opposite. And remember to breathe during exercises. It's supposed to be a very calming activity. Although painful, it's supposed to be calming. And now, hand down, elbow to the heel, like this. I know it looks weird, but it's good for you. Alright, now stretch the leg out, hip back, and lean, like that. toes up, makes a big difference. All right, let's stand up. So, simple stretches today, okay? So we're gonna have our hands all the way up, and we're gonna turn to the side of it, like this. So you're stretching all around here. You can even grab this wrist, pull it higher. Let's do the other side. So now, grab the wrist, pull it, try to touch the corner of your ceiling. Reach as high as you can. All right. All right, so for our next stretch, we're gonna take our hands together, butt in the back, and stretch it out, look up, like this. Really good stretch for the arms. You can try to bring it as high as you can. I'm not that flexible. We know people who can bring it all the way up, like this. How it looks from the front, and how it looks from the back. Looks weird. Alright, let go. Now, what you're gonna do is do the same thing in the front. So, you're just gonna round your back like this. Nice stretch. Tuck your chin in. Reaching out. Just a bit, not too much for that one. We're always like this anyways during our day. All right, so now to stretch the biceps and the triceps. Biceps is pretty easy. We can just take our fingers like this and stretch them. And you might not feel it, but if you don't, you can bring your arm up. Really depends on the person. To the other side. If you feel a stretch really well, you can pause the video, you can do it for a bit longer. Triceps, grab your elbow, all the way behind, like this. Other side now, grab your elbow, right behind. Breathe. Breathe through your diaphragm, open your rib cage through not only the front, but the sides and the back as well. And relax. One more stretch, guys, for your neck. So, neck and shoulders. What you're gonna do is just gonna turn like this to the side, grab your left arm, pull your head a bit, and this arm's gonna reach as far as you can. Now you're gonna feel this tingling throughout your whole arm. That's okay, that's what you want. And you're gonna feel a stretch right here as well. A little bit. So you're really bringing your shoulder down on this one. You're not pulling too much, right? I'm barely doing anything. Other side. Hand out. And like this. All right, we're done. Thank you so much for following this video. Thank you for watching. And this is the last follow along, at least for the quarantine. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it to people. This whole 3-part series you can send to your friends so they can do it and work out at home. And don't worry guys, everything's gonna be okay.